When we talk about percentiles, remember that a percentile is the percent of data below a given score. It does not include that score. For example, if we wanted to find the percentile for 2.5, now the way they've got these numbered, it's kind of hard to count it because it goes across the row. They actually have them in order, but it's across the row and then across the next row and across the next row to get things in order. Let's take a look at the possibility of loading this into StatCrunch, and then I'll show you how to do it by hand, and then I'll show you how to do this in StatCrunch. So if I click on this, open in StatCrunch, and of course, it's going to give me a hard time the first time. I don't know why it does that, but it always does. And then it'll turn around and open the next time. If it doesn't make a liar out of me this time. Okay, let's pull this to the side over here. Let's open this one up over here so we can see them both. These are sorted. Let's look down through here and double check. But it looks like everything is already in order. If not, you know how to sort it, right? Ooh, looks like we got an outlier down here. Look at this number. That's almost double the last one. Anyway, if we sort them from top down in ascending order so that it starts up here with the smallest number and then gets larger as it goes, then the row number is going to give us the location of that particular number. So if we want to look at 2.5, a score of 2.5, the first 2.5 from these small numbers is right here. And remember, the percentile is the percentage of numbers below this number. So we don't put in the 25, we're going to put in 24. So to get the percentage, it's 24 divided by, there are actually 50 numbers here. We can confirm that by looking down to the bottom of the row. So this is in row 50. So I've moved them, of course, so that's back where it was. So there's 50 numbers. 24 out of 50 is the same thing as 0.48. And we change this to a percentage by multiplying it by 100, moving the decimal over 2 places, so it's 48%. So the percentile of 48 is the location of the initial 2.5, and you always go by the bottom one. So 48% of the data comes below 2.5. Now what this problem is actually asking us to do is find where the P of 60 is. That means we need to find the next data up from the 60th percentage. So we want to find 60% or 0.60 times 50 data pieces. That's going to be 30. Now, when this is an integer, a whole number, it means we need to get the midpoint of the 30th and 31st data elements. If this is a decimal, just go to the next element higher, and that's the answer. But if this is an integer, you're supposed to get the midpoint between the one in this spot and the next one up. So at 30, we've got 3.5. At 31, we've got 3.6. Halfway between 3.5 and 3.6 is 3.55. If it wasn't easy to calculate, then you'd want to get the midpoint by adding these two together and dividing by 2. So we'd say 3.5 plus 3.6 over 2 would be 7.1 over 2. 7.1 divided by 2. Take your decimal up. .55. So this is going to be 3.55. However, I would like to show you, it changed to the next problem. I would like to show you, let me go back. I would like to show you how to do this in StatCrunch. If I go ahead and go to my summary stats, it's in columns. Select the first column. And to get the percentile, notice down here, if I want my percentile that is 60, look over here. My 60th percentile number is right there, 3.55. So you can do it the really lazy way. If I want you to know what it is, this means that 60% of the data would fall below the number 3.55. I don't know why they can't just go with the 3.6. There's different ways of calculating percentiles. I haven't made the rules. This is just the way they do it. But as long as StatCrunch does it the same way they do in the book, we're okay. So that's the easiest way to do it. And I'll see you later.